Sealy. All right, you have got 140 years of comfort and trusted, customers loving it. It comes with a 10-year warranty. This has that targeted support, which is right in that middle of that mattress. And I will tell you, the first thing I noticed when I came out to the set is how cool it is. I'm a hot sleeper, and I don't know if there's any women out there that know what I'm talking about. This feels so incredibly cool to the touch. This is, when you want to describe what it feels like, it has really nice support, but on top of that support is got that plushness. So it is that sweet spot between a, like the kind of mattress like you sink into like a feather bed that's not enough support, or the one that's like so hard you feel like that, okay, you need to go out and get a fluffy mattress pad. This is right in the middle, that perfect support. We have all the sizes, twin, full, queen, California king, and king, available on 5 interest-free payments. Now, you can get it for 18 months on what we call VIP financing. So if you have an HSN card, you get a year and a half to pay it off with 0 interest. If you don't have an HSN card, you can apply. We're gonna give you a coupon. It's a $40 coupon, which is one of the largest coupons we ever do. For Customer Appreciation Month, we're doing lots of fun stuff. So save $40 on a single item purchase when you open and use the HSN card today. Go to hsn.com, put in HSN card in the search. 1-800-695-1418 is the number to call to speak to a real live person to get your HSN card. And once you have one, hey, it is VIP Tuesdays for Customer Appreciation Month. You save $20, and here is the code. Let me have that code again so that I catch up with you all. Okay, 181121. It's also on hsn.com. You can use it over and over and over again, by the way. If you purchase with your HSN card, you get $20 off. So let me talk about, I know we're gonna talk about lots of things in this hour. Before you even think about, okay, how much is it and how great it is to pay it off with no interest, why would I want this mattress? Why would I buy it at HSN? Okay, let me tell you one of the main reasons is, first of all, it's the best of the best, a premium Sealy, national brand for over 140 years, a premium that has an exclusive mattress they made just for us, and we give you premium service. Premium delivery. There is not a delivery service that is more high-end than what we give you. You're gonna order it, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get a phone call saying, when is this a good time for us to bring it to your home? How about Tuesday, how about Thursday? You tell us. And then when they come over, they can do one of two things. They can leave it right at the threshold if you're not comfortable somebody coming into your home, or you can have them come into your home, remove your old mattress, either remove it to their truck, or to put it in a different room of the house. It's completely up to you. And then you can say, bring in the new mattress, and then they take the packing out. Mattresses come all wrapped up, and I will tell you that this is, I know because the mattress I have on my bed right now, I bought from HSN almost a decade ago, and I know it's time for me to get a new mattress. I think I'm gonna get this one today. I've been waiting and waiting. This is the only Today Special of the year from Sealy, and it is the perfect mattress. The #1 most trusted brand, and you're seeing a little video of that incredible service that we know you're gonna be satisfied and just absolutely be delighted in having that kind of service. But let's talk about the mattress itself, and we're gonna go to our special guest, and we're gonna be together. We have a whole hour. So if you have questions, or if you're a fan, you can actually call in during the show too. So our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. But Brian Aboud is going to jump in. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Helen, how are you?
I'm good. Now, we've got a whole hour, and I'm gonna let you describe the mattress, but I'm gonna see if I have questions that I'm guessing that the customer might have, because I want everybody's questions to be answered by the end of the presentation. I know we've got 2 choices, mattress and box spring. It's called the set, or you can get the mattress by itself, which I know is getting very limited. But I want you to, for someone saying, gosh, should I get the set or should I just get the mattress? Let's start there.
Well, it depends on the furniture you have, the kind of lifestyle you've got. So say, for example, invested in some contemporary furniture that has a solid platform on it, kind of low to the ground, very sleek. You don't need the foundation for that. The platform on there is more than sufficient, and it'll do its job just fine. Another one would be is if you have storage drawers below your mattress. That's another one that has a solid foundation that's built into the furniture, and so you could just put that on top of there. Another reason would be if you had a motion or adjustable base. They were completely fine. In fact, this mattress craves adjustable bases. We'll talk about the edge support in here. Very, very flexible, very good at articulating with an adjustable base. So those are the three main reasons that you can say, yeah, the mattress only will be sufficient. We would always recommend, if you don't have any one of those three scenarios, that you invest in the foundation and buy the match set. And the reason why is because this foundation works with this mattress, and it actually helps this mattress feel the way it does. So if you put a new mattress on an older foundation, there's a couple of things you're rolling the dice with. One is you don't know if that foundation has, say a broken slat on the inside, and there's a section of it that's not supporting the modules that are on top, and that's not supporting a section of the mattress. So if there's something wrong with the foundation that you can't see, it can affect the life of your mattress. If it's an older box spring that actually had a flex and a give to it, and that's really old, I haven't built those in quite a while, it could change the feel that you were talking about, Helen. You were saying it was somewhere in the middle, and the feel is designed for this foundation. So if we put something on it that's foreign, we're not going to know how that bed feels. So that's why I call it, rolling the dice. You're going to roll the dice if you go with an older one that we don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm glad, so I know that people are buying this, from television. They're not coming into a showroom and sitting on it. Let's tell them what that experience is going to be like in detail.
Well, first of all, there's a lot of brands out there. Some I've heard of, a lot I haven't heard of. And, what is always a good, safe insurance policy when you're out shopping is that you go with a brand that you like, and you trust. Now, for example, Sealy is been around for 140 years. Now, any company that survived 140 years is an achievement all of its own. But it's even stronger an achievement if you've been in the same business for 140 years, which Sealy, that's what we do. We make mattresses, and we've been doing it for, almost almost a century and a half. And, I don't know too many companies that are that strong and supported by the public for that long period of time.
Right, and made in America too, because when you order it, it's made to order, right? I mean, they're not like in a bunch of them stacked up in a warehouse somewhere.
No, usually when orders come in, they're made fresh. They are not stocked up in terms of, at the manufacturing plant. Orders come in daily, and the manufacturing plant goes ahead and starts putting it together according to the order, and it's ready in a day. So there is no waiting around. It's made and sent out.
I don't know if anybody's ever asked this, but I think about this because in like my daughter, I have a 22-year-old daughter who is like, barely 100 pounds soaking wet. And then, me, I'm like, I'm never going to tell anybody what I'm weighing, but I'm much, much bigger than that. And my husband is like this very big guy, and I think about like some of those off brands. Can they support like a grown person who has, somebody 200 pounds or 300 pounds?
Well, since, I'd have to be honest, since I don't work for them, I don't really examine their products. So I really can't say where they excel or where they don't, or if they do or don't. I don't know. All I can say is what we do. I'm
Yes.
confident in Sealy and its tradition. In fact, if you want to know a little bit about the tradition of it, it started in a little town on Interstate 10 between Houston and San Antonio, in a town called Sealy, Texas. So people always wonder where the name come from. Well, it's an actual town. There's a man named Daniel Haynes who back in 1881, for some reason, got the passion to start making mattresses either for himself or for his friends or people in his town. And he did such a great job that well, let's fast forward 140 years. Here we are. We're not making them in Sealy, Texas anymore, but we are making them in about 20 different plants throughout the country. And Sealy has been a brand that is, like I mentioned before, known, liked, and trusted. In fact, it's now the number one brand based on the most recent 2020 Furniture Today rankings. Sealy was the number one mattress brand for 2020 wholesale shipments. So, we're still sailing along after 140 years and doing the best job that we can.
I noticed you're sitting at the edge of the bed and I'm sitting at the edge of the bed. This is something that I noticed with the bed right off the bat is like some beds, when you sit right at the very edge, it sort of like collapses and you feel like you're just gonna, like you can't sit at the edge of your bed and put your shoes on because you sort of slide right on the floor. There is firmness and support all the way to the very edge.
There sure is, Helen. In fact, I'm going to grab this little demo since you're talking about it. I'm going to come over here and pick this up and bring this over, and we'll see what you were just talking about. If you can look right across the front here, you're going to notice you got some coils that are about, about that wide around. And then we have a pair of coils on the edge. Okay, and they're only about as big around as, say, a 50-cent piece, if we could remember those. I don't know. I haven't seen a 50-cent piece in a while. But these coils are called Duraflex Pro Edge coils. They go around the entire perimeter in pairs, and they have a multiple responsibility. One was the one that you were just talking about. If you like to sit on the edge and you like to tie your shoes in the morning, it's a coil. It has resiliency. It's always going to come back. It's going to do its job. But
I'd actually love to get a shot of that, Harrison, because the coils on the edge are actually a different size, and we've got an overhead camera. Go ahead, Brian. I want you to talk, but I want it to show everybody at home that these are actually, kind of a little firmer right at the very edge, and then this is for that motion in the bed. Look, this is pretty amazing when you see that it's kind of taken apart like this.
Oh yeah, actually, when you look at it from that direction, that overhead shot, it's actually pretty impressive. I mean, it's a very intricate design. So, like I said before, it's actually a coil, and then you mentioned that they're individually encased, so they also prevent motion transfer. That's why we individualize that coil in its own space. So it kind of works like, see how your finger kind of looks like a piano key?
Yeah, it's like
you're playing
I go like this,
piano.
and this one's not doing anything.
That's right, and that's there to quell motion going from one partner to the other. But one of the biggest things that this coil does, this Duraflex Pro Edge coil, it supports a sleeper. I'm going to do a little example here. All right, let's say you're one of those polite sleepers that are huddled on 18 inches. Even though you're on a whole bed, you're clinging to the edge because the other sleeper is doing all of this kind of stuff. They are just on the bed and going crazy, and they're always moving and hitting you and all that kind of stuff. Well, this poor person on the edge is just trying to sleep. And
trying to stay
they
on
don't
the
have
bed.
the luxury. Yeah, they're trying to stay on. Well, the Duraflex Pro Edge, what it does is it holds you firmly no matter how close you get. So here's what I'm going to do. I am now extended off the mattress. I'd say about my thigh to my knee is about that distance right there. I now have one arm off. I have my elbow off. I'm letting gravity just pull me. And guess what? I'm going nowhere. I'm not tensing and relaxing, holding onto the edge for dear life. The mattress is actually holding me in the mattress. And it's that Duraflex Pro Edge that does that. So if you if you're one of those folks that has one of those sleepers that is a little active, guess what? We're not only doing something for you, but we're doing something for that person who's a little too active. And that's where the Response Pro HD coil comes into play. The ones that are supporting the interior of the mattress, the ones that your body is actually utilizing in the center of the mattress. Now, those coils, it's hard to tell on the demo, but they're actually a slight hourglass shape. If we were to take off this, you would see a slight hourglass shape, slightly larger at the top, a little bit narrower in the middle, and a little bit larger at the bottom. We call that progressively supported. And I'm going to grab one. I think I have an individual one here.
These are from the center of the bed that I'm showing everybody.
Correct.
So and they're a bit of an hourglass, so a little thinner in the middle and wider. So, but Brian's got one.
Yeah, so basically what they do is that they give readily for comfort. So it gives you a low pressure surface. The reason why you want a low pressure surface to luxuriate on is because if there's too much pressure on, say, the bony areas like your shoulder or on your hip, what that can do is actually cause you to toss and turn. The brain monitors everything while you're sleeping, your respiration, your circulation, your heart rate, your breath rate. It's monitoring all these things just to make sure you're at optimum, right? Well, the brain will get a message and it'll say, you know what? There's a little bit of constriction of circulation here. You might be experiencing a little pain or even a little bit of tingling in your fingers. So the brain will tell the body, go ahead and turn over, please. Oh, by the way, this is a body and this is a mattress. So if I do this again, you kind of know what I'm doing. So the brain tells you to turn over, and you do. You comply. The thing that is amazing at this point is that gravity hasn't changed. The mattress hasn't changed. You haven't changed. So when the brain says again, hey, guess what? I'm getting that bad reading again. I need you to flip over. So you flip over again. Well, guess what happens? The circulation gets constricted. So it's important to have a coil that gives readily at the top so you can have a low pressure coil. But here's the great thing. If you need more support, it's progressively supportive. The more you push down on it, the more you need that support, the more it supplies. So it's progressively supportive, and it's that shape of the coil that gives you that easy feel and more support there.
Yeah, and I want to go, for people that are tuning in right now, I want to go through what our today's special is. The pricing here is really amazing. First of all, any major credit card, you get 5 months to pay it off with no interest, no fee. That's any major credit card, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, Diners Club. But if you use the HSN card, we give you 1.5 years to pay it off with no interest at all. It's called VIP financing. So I love that. If you don't have an HSN card, honestly, it takes about a minute to get one, and there's no annual fee. I want to point that out. There's no fee to have an HSN card. You can call an 800 number, 695-1418, or go to hsn.com. Put an HSN card in the search. I have an HSN card, and I use it all the time because you get extra flex on beauty, jewelry, and fashion all the time. Lots of other benefits. But let me show you some of the pricing laid out. So this is for the set, where you get the box spring and the mattress. If you want the twin, it's $169.80 a month. The full set is 5 months at $189.80 a month. The queen set is under $200 a month, $199.80, 5 months. It's all paid off, no interest, no fee, any major credit card. The king set and the California king are the same price. That is very rare. It's $259.80. That's another thing. If you wanted to jump to a California king, but it's a lot more money, we're doing the same price here today. But I've got some updates on the set. If you want the twin set, there's 16 left, 16, okay? So we're getting limited. Now, we also have pricing if you just want the mattress. If you're one of those people that has an adjustable bed, a platform bed, a captain's bed, you just need the mattress. The twin is one is $149.80 a month. The full is $169.80 a month. The queen is under $180 a month at $179.80. I know the queen is usually the most popular. And then the king, California king, I have a king size bed. It's $219.80 a month, and that's for the mattress only, and that's our regular flex pay. That's not our VIP financing. Our VIP financing, again, and I have all those numbers written down that I'm gonna grab because that's pretty impressive. So if you wanna do the VIP financing, like for example, the queen set is $55.50 a month for a year and a half. No interest, no fee. If you wanna do the king, it's $72.17 a month for a year and a half. Twin, $47.17 a month. Full set, $52.73 a set. So we've got a video that we're showing, Brian. Tell us what this is showing us.
Well, right there, we're looking at some durability testing. And what we do is normally test beds on what we call 100,000 cycles, which is like that big rollator. Every time it moved, that's a cycle. And 100,000 cycles simulates 10 years of use. So we want to kind of see what kind of punishment it'll take over 10 years. That's for a normal mattress. The Posturepedic Plus, this Balkan that we have today, we test it for 150,000 cycles. So we go at least 1.5 times what we normally do to test it. And that thing weighs about 250 pounds. And then that one right there, we're trying to beat up the center as much as we can to figure out how well it's going to last. And so we build them to actually to go for 150,000 cycles. We want them to be tested harder so they can actually be a better value for you in the long run.
Yeah, and I want you to take a look at the mattress, by the way. Look how beautiful that is. We had this made exclusively. This is called the Balkan. It's a model that's exclusive to HSN, and it has a brand new elevated look. So it's very, very upscale, very, very high end. This is our last Sealy Mattress Today special, and it was a year of the year, and the last one we did was in April of 2021. That's the last one we did, and this is the only one we're gonna do in 2022. So that's a big deal. Sealy's the #1 mattress brand based on the most recent 2020 Furniture Today ranking. Sealy was the #1 mattress brand for 2020 wholesale shipments. And you know, when we talk about most trusted, it has actually a literal most trusted award for being named the mattress brand that was most trusted. This is made in the USA. The delivery is that, you know, high-end premium white glove delivery. That's sort of an expression. It's not a literal white gloves. They are actually wearing blue gloves in the video, but it just means that, you know, you're gonna get a phone call. Somebody's gonna say, I got your mattress, how's Tuesday? No, Tuesday's not good for you, how about Wednesday? You agree on a time, they'll either say, okay, I don't want anyone in my house, you can just leave it at the threshold. They do that, or you can do what I will do, which is take my old mattress out, bring the new mattress in, and then take all the packaging off and then remove that. You have nothing to do except for making your bed, except for putting your mattress pad on and then your sheets and then your, you know, your comforter and however you decorate your bed. So there they are. They come in your house and just remove it. And by the way, some people upgrade their bed and say, you know what, this is now going to be the guest room bed. They'll take it in another room for you if you want. They don't have to take it out of the house. They'll put it in a different room for you. Look at, I don't know what this house is with that tiny staircase that everybody's going up, but that's just an example of how wonderful it is, the service. And the last bed that I ordered was here at HSN, and I saw when you're supposed to order a new bed is every 7 years, Brian. I confess that mine is about 10 years old, but it's just so comfortable, and I know it's like, you know, kind of time to do it, but the Sealy just lasts so long. You guys have a 10-year warranty too.
Yes, we do. The 10-year warranty is basically any kind of design flaw, defects that appear within 10 years, we'll replace it for free. You know, it's a non-prorated warranty. If anything that's covered fails within that 10 years, we'll get you a new bed. Yeah. That's how confident we are in what we do.
I want to talk about how the cooling. When I get on this and I feel how
Okay.
cool, how does that happen? I know that Sealy has a special kind of cooling something or other. That's your job.
Well,
You can explain that technology.
Well, it's actually a high density thread that's woven into the cover. And the higher the density of the thread is, it naturally, in nature, don't know why it happens, but it is always cool to the touch. So we are not using, in this mattress, something that's called phase change material on the cover. Phase change material was a solution that was sprayed on a mattress that's cold to the touch. And we kind of learned over time that phase change material, while cool to the touch, can also trap your body warmth a little bit. And so we wanted something that was more breathable, that would help transfer your body warmth a little bit further away from your body. And that's what a breathable stretch knit cover with a high density woven fiber that's within it can do. So there's no additive to it in terms of making it cool. It's done naturally with a dense fibrous thread. Also, the other thing, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to ask you about I know we talked about CertaPure US. I wasn't exactly sure what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you could explain that to everybody.
Well, CertaPure US is a certification that tells the public basically that we are not adding certain chemicals to foam. It's safe for consumption. And it's judged on by an independent panel that actually certifies that there's some, bad foams out there. And this is not one of them. And it's just an independent body that actually certifies that this is safe for consumption. And it really came about because of so many imports of foam that were questionable. The problem arose. And so Sealy earns this certification.
Yeah, and made in the USA. So I love that.
Made in the USA.
And I want you to explain to everybody at home, like if they're looking for like a firm mattress or a soft mattress, what is this mattress?
This mattress I would call medium. And the reason why it's medium is it comes down to the layers of foam that we put in it and where we put them. Now, near the top, see this little white layer that's in between these two layers? There's a layer of foam in here that is called the SealyCool Air Gel Foam. Now, there's gel infused into the foam, and gel gives you a little bit more resiliency. But the foam itself is extremely plush. It has a beautiful, almost it's like a creamy feel. It's just, there's something unique about it. It reduces pressure on the surface of the mattress. Remember how I was talking about pressure relief on the coil? Well, now here's your pressure relief on the surface with the foam. Now, if you notice on your demo there inside and also on the one that's on the screen, you notice those little peaks and valleys that are on the bottom of it? Well, those allow airflow to go through. So at that level, near the body, we're trying to keep you cooler by allowing some airflow between the foam and then also having the high density fiber woven into the cover to give it a cool to the touch feel. So then right below that air gel foam, we have it's a Sealy foam that has gel in it as well, but it is a firm foam. So what makes that medium feel is the combination of this soft, supple foam and then that firm foam right below it. The idea that a lot of people have that they need to have a firm mattress in order to get support, well, if it's too hard, it's uncomfortable. But if it's too soft or unsupportive, that's not comfortable either. Mm-hmm. So what we did is came up with a nice combination that gives you a low pressure surface, but firm support below. When you lay on the mattress, Helen, do you feel that when you're ever on that bed? Do you feel that dichotomy of like plush on the top but firm below?
It does. It feels like, cool to the touch. You've got this plushness that you feel the luxury, but then you feel the support underneath. It's kind of like what you described. It's like the best of both worlds. And this is the only Today Special of the year with Sealy. I mean, It's interesting, the mattress business, I think in the 15 years I've been working at HSN, Bright, has really changed. There's so many different types of mattresses, you know, like the blow-up mattresses. There's the, you know, mattresses that are delivered in a box that you do yourself that are, you know, like there's all sorts of levels. And I'm not saying they're good or bad, and we've got different ones here at HSN that we do. This, to me, like, I'm like old school when it comes to mattresses. I want to have all that technology. I want to have like the kind of mattress where it takes 2 grown men to bring it into the house. And then I want some, you know what I mean? Like, I want to have a mattress that's the kind of mattress that I personally sleep on. We spend 1/3 of our life in bed. I feel like it's worth the investment. You think about what's the piece of furniture that you should invest the most in? It's your bed. This is 1/3 of your life. Think about what you're like when you don't get a good night's sleep. My daughter was visiting over the weekend, and her flight left at 6 in the morning. So getting up at 4:20 in the morning to make sure to get her to the airport. I mean, the difference I feel in just how I can like put a sentence together when I've had enough sleep and when I hadn't is night and day. I mean, I worked here live TV in the overnight shift for about 6 years, you know, going to work at 11 p.m., coming home at 6 in the morning, and like getting your sleep kind of turned around. I personally know what it's like to not have the right kind of sleep. It is a game changer for a lot of aspects of your life. Now, I don't want to make any like medical claims or talk about this, but we've all done the research about how sleep is that important ingredient for everything we want to accomplish, you know. And I think as we get older, because I'm going to be 60 next month, I think as you get older, it becomes even more and more important to have a good night's sleep, Brian.
Well, it's true. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because when we age, a couple of things start happening. Well, many things start happening, but a couple I'm going to mention actually start happening. Our skin gets thinner. We lose collagen, and our skin is just less resilient and thinner, and it could bruise easier, and it's more vulnerable to injury. However, our bones become more brittle. So we don't have as much calcium inside of our bodies, and it makes no sense to go looking for the hardest mattress if your bones are more brittle and your skin is thinner. And what you're looking for is a firm bed, because that's what a lot of people have been told all their lives. Firm is what you should do. That's why this mattress is really a great combination, because it gives you the low pressure surface that you need to keep your circulation at its maximum, but it also gives you the firm support to help your alignment stay true. And your alignment should always be one of the biggest things that you're trying to preserve. We believe that your standing alignment shouldn't change very much when you lay down. And if you wake up in the morning and you either have to kind of bend over and stretch out your lower back, or you feel like your back hurts in the morning, one of the things you might want to ask yourself is that, do you go to bed with the same back pain that you wake up with? Yeah. And the reason why that's an important thing to note is because when I stand up, my alignment is correct. It's opening up, and there's vertebrae with discs in my back. And if I'm out of alignment, it pinches that disc, causing some pain and discomfort. When you're standing up, you're restoring your natural standing alignment, opening up the discs, and the pain goes away. But when you go back home, go to bed, and then wake up the next day, if you've been out of alignment all night, guess what happens? You wake up with that back pain again. So if you wake up with back pain, ask yourself whether or not it's there when you go to bed. If it is, the mattress is the issue. The mattress is what needs to be replaced. You mentioned too earlier, Helen, that you're supposed to change your mattress every 7 or 10 years or something like that. Actually, there's other reasons. If your body has gone through a change, let's say you went through a life change, and you used to weigh a certain amount and you lost a ton of weight and got into shape, and everything was a different body. You had a different body, but you bought a mattress 2 years ago. Well, that mattress that you bought with the old body supported you different than the mattress with the new body. So that could have been a 2-year period. You know, you really shouldn't put too much dependability on how many years you have it. Let your body tell you what's going on. For some reason, you know, maybe you chose the wrong one a while back. You know, not a crime, it's okay. But if you're suffering, there's really no point in holding it off, saying, well, it's still new, which a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. Or, you know, you think, sure. And so it's something that you can, you know, just look at, just see what your body is telling you.
Yeah, and I have another question. Suppose, like, how long does it take to adjust to a new mattress? And do you have any sort of, you know, like if you're not satisfied policy?
Well, that would be an HSN thing, I think, for that. You know, a trial or something.
Right.
But,
Well, we do.
Yeah.
We do 30 days, anything that you get at HSN for sure. So I should mention that, yeah, because I think that's a big deal, because I want to make sure everybody's happy. Everyone is loving their mattress. So if you get this mattress home and don't love it, you certainly, like everything else you order at HSN, have 30 days. Let me run through the pricing one more time. I know we only have 2 minutes left in our, and we're going to talk about the mattress only after that. But this is the set. So that's the box spring and the mattress. 5 flex pay of $169.80 for the twin. The full is $189.80. The queen is $199.80, and the king, California king, is $259.80. And I do want to give you the dimensions of that, because what the difference is. So a king is 76 inches by 80 inches, and a California king is 72 inches by 84 inches. It's really great for someone who's like extra tall. So I wanted, in case anybody was deciding between that. Now, if you want to do the mattress only, and we're going to talk about that now, the twin is $149.80 on FlexPay. Total is $749. You see, the full total is $849. The FlexPay is $169.80. The queen is $179.80.